It's so fucking late. Hello, we're back at it again with more Honkai Star Rail. Today we're gonna try and continue as much as we can the main story. From what I'm aware, from what I know of, the whole patch is about like 8.5 hours long.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for a while longer?
Alright, one sec, let me just move my stuff around. But yeah, as far as I'm aware of the game, the new patch lasts like a whole 8.5 to maybe 9 hours. Probably gonna be the 9 hours mark for me because of how much I fuck around in this game. Huh. One second, I still have my Path of Exile tabs on the side open. I was playing a bit earlier. Just grinding. We're back on the game. Pretty fun. It isn't actually like dreadful to get experience in that game because back then it used to be just like trickle. You only get like what, 1% per map, end game map, but now they've kind of tweaked it around and improved it. Anyways, what was I looking for? Oh right. One thing that I want to start doing actually no, never mind. I've hired this creature to stare at you. Hello my dear friends.
They're here.
Hello.
Partner! Hyacinth said
Partner.
you'd definitely wake up. How do you feel?
It feels quite cool being a departed spirit. But this one's hilarious.
Well, at least you look no different from the living. I think that most living people don't even look as good as you do.
That's a cute attempt at like reassuring you. I love Finon. Both him and like Casters has their awkward moments.
You've completed the trial of time. And I have to admit that the process went better than I expected. Even in the end, that Titan's heart still showed a soft spot for humankind. However, I never expected that. Two people who have cheated death would appear in Akima at the same time.
Alright. Twinsies for the Naxa.
That's what we have been talking about. Mighty has been in Akima for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body? If there were even any minor breakthroughs, we wouldn't be as clueless as we are right now.
Why is he bringing up that now? Gay boy. Talking about Mighty's body when his boyfriend isn't here.
Many have had this idea, but so far, there have been no results. If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared without a trace.
I get Finon though. I miss Mighty severely. I miss Mighty dearly. We'll probably bring him back one day.
Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope. Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of death, it would be her. I'll try and get her to return to Akima. but do be prepared for a less than ideal outcome. Please understand that throughout the history of Amphorius, no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of death. At the end of time, Thanatos silently awaits all.
I mean, like, I already know what kind of character Cypher is. She's supposed to be like the Quicksilver, the Flash of Amphorius setting. And then there was like a point in the Flash where, was it Barry Allen? I forget which Flash it was, who managed to beat death. Is this supposed to be comforting? Thank you for your help.
It is my duty. We too require you to bear the divine position of time. But before that, just...
What's wrong, Aglaya?
Omens always come in pairs. A tiny air current will eventually brew into a storm that tears the sky apart.
What do you mean by that?
It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the Council of Elders.
In the end, it has still come down to this.
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan. Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I over the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
Ah, Naxx's POV. Not long ago, the black screens are returned. Oh, CG, it's pretty nice.
I'm back here again. I remember this dream. This realm is covered in a silk-like fog, and the land is barren and harsh. The crowd of travelers leaves tracks everywhere.
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place? Where in Amphorius are we?
Brother, you are in the River of Styx. Why the fuck they sound like that?
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps
Ouch.
they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land? And how do I find them?
Wait, this track got vocals in it?
Hand of Shadow. Hand of Shadow Thanatos. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm? Not Netherrealm.
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm?
The Netherrealm. Nothing but an illusion. Titan rejects you, me. Listen. What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent.
I'm glad that he's narrating for himself too.
I look in the
That's
direction
new.
they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tides.
Thank you for doing the job for me.
The sound of tides. I can hear it. I hear it deep within the tides, beyond the closed gates of the void world. A voice about to recount something.
Child of humanity, is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency?
What? Hello.
Oh, you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm.
Wonder if Anaxagoras is also like a is his memo sprite fucking Cersei's? What? That'd be hilarious.
Your consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected. Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
15 days and nights.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
On the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem. Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Let me ask you one more question. Are you really planning to betray Aglaya's will?
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly, do you not care about what might happen to him?
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
You truly are a strict teacher.
Of course. This is how I've always been.
Huh? What was that? I'll pick it up later. There's a bug in the elevator, apparently.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Anaxagoras.
Anaxagoras.
It's been a while, Lord Anaxagoras. I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
Wait, what is he?
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the Council of Elders.
There are Antikytherans here? They have been a rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
I extend to you my utmost respect, revered Titan.
Wait, others can see Cersei's?
I am Lycurgus.
Okay.
Though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right of all upright citizens to express themselves freely.
I thought Cersei's was just like a figment of Anax's, like, imagination or something.
You can see them too?
Oh,
You know about us. We Antikytherans perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls.
never mind, alright. So the normal mortal doesn't see. The average mortal doesn't see Cersei's.
Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar. If necessary, Lord Anaxagoras, I can sever the golden thread to protect your fundamental rights.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her own folly.
May I interpret this as you having a countermeasure?
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage.
As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity. A truth she undoubtedly comprehends. While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities. Let's forego the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness in an ally. She's been waiting. Follow me, please.
He kind of freaky with the way that he moves.
Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
Nothing, really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you mind sharing your reflections with me?
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this long path.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes, for dying implies an ongoing process, an action, whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive termination. In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
Heyo, how's it going?
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall.
Like his balls! You're doing good, good to hear. How am I? I'm excellent, tip-top shape as usual. So Liga's balls is what the priestess did to Kelsey in Arknights.
Perhaps the gods in their arrogance deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Circes, the kin of the Skyfather as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to refuse.
I know she isn't dead, but goddamn, yeah, she's probably hanging out in like some form of what, the Urginium simulated universe, along with what's his name? They're online. They're in the internet. They're in the funky internet. They're in Tron. Tron Legacy.
Oh.
That very well could be true. But what if the world-bearing Titan still chooses to remain silent?
She'll be back for sure. It'd be pretty funny though if like Arknights actually had the balls to kill off a playable character. That's crazy though. I have Kelsey at like what? I haven't played Arknights in a while, but I do have her at like max. Whatchamacallit. That'd be crazy. She was my first. I literally hopped on Arknights because of her.
The myths
Steve
crafted
Jobs
by the people of Amphoreus
Ligus balls.
are nothing more than pitiful jests.
Hi, Alice. Good evening. How are you?
It's worth a try. I believe, and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it may bring to this imperiled world.
Drop by to say hi. Hello. Yeah, the double McD. Hoo-wee. Hoo-wee. A daughter home.
Because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible.
Whoa. What the hell?
Please, Professor.
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Marmorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan. Oh, what a joyous occasion.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly. In the meanwhile, you're welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view. Delaying the crucial meeting is something none of us wish to see.
But what happened if you, like,
Presume.
shove a hand through his chest? Is that, like, sexual harassment?
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize that.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another.
Save your concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then.
Wait, Cersei's can take off just like that? I thought she's, like, bound to Anaxa.
Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the grove perceive another Titan.
Off you go. I won't be joining you. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Cersei's is hilarious.
I can hear you perfectly well from here.
Cersei's is hilarious. She's just gonna go around and frolic. 15 after a lone trail? Mm-hmm.
Professor Anaxa! Over here!
Oh. Calma be gone.
Word
Doubt it.
has it that the
She'll be
scholars of
back.
the grove valiantly perished resisting the black tide. To find you here safe and sound, thank the fates.
They'll be back.
You could say it's the fates toying with us.
It's only the Kremnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. I'd settle for that gladly. So, are you here to report the incident to the council? I heard that after the black tide devoured the grove, Akuma would be next in line, even with the demigod of strife standing alongside humankind.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood,
You don't know about the Orynyx yet?
she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents. They might well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly.
Ruh-roh. Is it Goliath like prophecy coming up soon? Ruh-roh.
No surprises there, those shifty opportunists. Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in. But it seems as though this Kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours, just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
Surprise me. He's gonna end up like siding with Aglaya at the end of this. He's a playable character after all. No, we're gonna get that Anaxa Aglaya hate seg.
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems.
Looks like my presence here is quite unwelcome.
We're gonna get it. You find a hilarious monster, it's just M4.
I thought that you had died to the Black Tide, just like the other scholars.
As Kephales's priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Wait, he's hilarious.
Surely you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of respect from the Supreme Being. Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawn Cloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself. I am no longer that altar servant from years ago who could only acquiesce to the commands of others. Now, I have plenty of ways to deal with people like you.
This is the guy that we helped out in 3.0, I think. Lead them to Akuma, I think?
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan. As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be Kindness?
You. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that Kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoother than I had anticipated.
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation.
He's still here?
As expected of one of Kephales's followers.
Are you praising or insulting him?
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the god of deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible. Don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and disturb my meditation.
I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry arrive any faster?
He's funny. He's just like, I should just die.
Oh, my. Could it be that the great tree painted in this mural is actually depicting me?
It's you.
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Circe's.
She's here right now.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom was portrayed as fruit, to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisiteness indeed.
This mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Oh, but brother.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawnfloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention behind your actions?
The entire plan is stored in my memory. So why don't you look there?
Then don't mind if I do. 1 year old? 2 years old? Oh my! Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages must hug his droma stuff to sleep. How interesting.
Circe's is reading him.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you more about it. This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
He has a sister?
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they
Eh?
also living in Akama?
A? She says A? Circe's is Canadian.
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories. It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
This...
Alchemy.
Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
Rankinjutsu.
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of the Thesis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that, since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Oh, Ro, he's gonna pull off some Full Metal Alchemist bullshit.
Anaxa, you... I did it, teacher! But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once.
Beloved?
To a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages.
Beloved? Anaxa was hitched?
Calm down, teacher.
Oh, sister.
My sister, she...
I was about to say. Wait a minute. He has the same voice actor as he has the same voice actor as Wise. Whoa! Onya! Onya! What was that song again? By Clarice, the opening for Oremo. Opening 1, Oremo opening 1.
She's still not in the mortal realm.
Oh, okay.
Even to this day.
He's still a Syscon in another life. Oops, I had my own like stream open. He's still a Syscon in another life. Oh, Wise.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye. Equivalent exchange.
Onya.
All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more.
Let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it.
Actually, a huge Syscon here. He's still a Syscon. There's a reason why he's Wise's voice actor. He's got Wise's voice actor.
Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life.
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires.
It's pretty fucking funny. Like, what? That's like 3 games in a row that I've been playing that had like some implication of Syscons. Played Suikoden, I played Star Rail, played Zenless Zone Zero. Yumiya. Could you call that? That one's kind of, no. It's kind of a stretch.
You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then, what topic would you like to study?
Damn, that's hilarious. His mentor is kind of like, that's some crazy shit, kid. And he's like, anyways.
I wish to continue Thalesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of the souls is but the tip of the iceberg. I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has become clearer than ever.
Huh, pretty interesting there.
I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Huh. That's actually pretty interesting.
Who would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours? However, this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means, correct?
Well, I mean, she doesn't have to.
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into.
She obligated to?
Unfortunately, even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom? Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa. I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but time is of the essence.
Military runner cute. She has that, like, mom side braid going on.
I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival, so please depart forthwith.
She's probably Kimnoan by her outfit.
It's finally time.
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
Drifting off already? Alright. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good night. See you later. Get some good sleeps. Also, happy Friday. Oh, it's Friday. Kind of felt like a long week.
Didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges against that Lady Goldweaver.
Damn, Aglaya's not popular here, huh? Well, if it was up to me, I'd bring this place down.
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromus as well? You must really like those creatures.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet in...
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead. I'll take my leave for now.
Like as these.
Welcome to the Demigod Council, esteemed guests.
It's pretty funny that like Renacida and this place kind of just have like the same overall like look. It just feels like I'm in
Lord Anaxagoras, I've heard so much about you. Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor of the Grove calamity.
That's too much glazing.
Did I miss anything? Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
That's some crazy glazing.
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed. And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I am met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows. Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Wait, do we know about Anax's prophecy yet?
Everyone, stand down.
That's crazy.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
So, you wish to start a war?
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind. Conflict is inevitable. Since Aglaya endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akama are so entitled to. As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses. And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation, you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters, just like how there are two types of people in this world, geniuses and dimwits.
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akama's history.
Wait, he's gonna die in 15 days.
May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Erechrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Elden Ring.
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise. Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Xerxes is hilarious.
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
What strong conviction you have. As expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well. You're well aware how valuable Circe's core flame will be in the Erechrysia that you are desperately pursuing. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other. Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom.
Oh no, is this gonna be like one of those... the Ace Attorney moments? I feel like it's gonna be. Let's do it.
Continuing from the
Motherfucker, it is.
earlier topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaya. She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed. Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed.
Okay, what's the Ace Attorney moment here?
Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in her savagery?
fuck? She just needs vassals who will do her bidding without question. She is prepared to execute me. What? First one?
I believe you're aware of Castorus the Executioner. Right. Long before I returned to Akama, Aglaya had already dispatched her to monitor me. If I weren't able to reach this place in time, I would have been forced to meet Thanatos first. As compared to a comprehensive plan with uncertain results, if you decide to cut open my chest and remove the core flame, wouldn't that settle her nerves even more? Everything is in place. She just needs the right timing.
I understand what you mean. At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. Just tell me.
Oops.
What are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
I totally don't support any of these dialogue options. I am for Aglaya. I will vote for Aglaya. Aglaya has my vote. Fuck these two. Anaxe and Kainis. Which they could actually like expand on these options though. Garnering my support is equivalent to garnering the support of the entire grove. I will be the one to shatter Aglaya's self-righteousness.
Although the circumstances are rather unfortunate from an objective point of view, it is an undeniable fact that ever since the grove was attacked, I have become the de facto leader of the grove. The Council of Elders needs more backing if it wishes to topple Aglaya, and it's evident that the Academy wields considerable influence. At the very least, I have served as the Grove's special envoy to Akama for a significant amount of time. Of course, this also means that I will hold a crucial vote at the Citizens' Assembly.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna side with Aglaya by the end of this.
At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
Oh, there's only one option.
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment. As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Goldweaver, is currently on her way to Dawncloud.
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests today.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. In any case, I'm glad that she's arriving here. So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I do?
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood.
Fuck does that mean?
Not
You nerd.
only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame.
Fuck does that even mean? Fuck does that even mean?
No, more like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Huh?
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Oh. His knowledge of the underworld? Oh no. That's kind of sad because Casters and Aglaya was having like bonding moments at the beginning of this patch.
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead. Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kynus?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Damn.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
We shall see then.
Threatening to kill Anaxa? She's threatened to kill, or at least hurt.
I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
She's threatened Aglaya as well before. Hater. Lady Kindness? More like Lady Penis.
Dying to know what I'm after, hmm?
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Easy there. You'll learn the answers soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly.
Heyo, how's it going? How you doing? Fully recovered now?
The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Nice. Good to hear. Just finished watching anime. Nice. It's on the list. I'm not watching any anime this season besides Cinderella Grey. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of like live stuff. I've started watching The Pit, still on Bosch Legacy, Alex Cross, a bunch of Netflix, Amazon Prime shows. Speaking of, When is Star Trek Strange New Worlds coming out? Season 3, was it? Summer 2025, huh?
An expected visitor. Welcome once again.
Yeah, I've only just recently finished watching When Life Gives You Tangerine, which is a K-drama. I've mentioned it before. It's kind of like one of the best shows literally ever. TV was invented so that humanity can one day watch When Life Gives You Tangerines. And then what else am I watching? I recently picked up The Pit on Crave. The main actor there was the main protagonist for the ER. He's appeared in nearly every episode of the ER. Oh yeah, Gundam Guax. I gotta pick that up, yeah. G-Guax. What's Apocalypse Hotel? Oh, what's this? I see. Yeah, I think I might just pick up like G-Guax. Is that how you pronounce it? G-Quax. Yeah. It's supposed to be pronounced G-Quax, like a duck. No one oomph there, going way back from like Tumblr, who worked on the show. So it's pretty nice to see it come out. Apocalypse Hotel, yeah. The vibes there looks... Is it the vibes? Produced by Cyber Agent. Oh, it's technically by... It's Side Games! What's this about? No, seems pretty vibes. Side Games winning me this season. You know what? With all of the with all of what's happening in all the other studios, Side Games is kind of just like could easily just like take the top spot right now. Like Cinderella Grey looks so good. Side Games' own road to the top. It goes crazy. And with how much of a success, like I still haven't watched it. I should actually watch the movie. I haven't watched the movie yet. Now that I'm back on like that Uma Musume grind. Need to watch the movie. Need to see My Girl Manhattan Cafe. That movie is Peem, I know it, yeah. Everybody's talking about how Peem it is. I haven't hopped on it yet, but yeah. Just need to get that Umu Musume bug back. But yeah, like Side Games' own road to the top, I think. Yeah, Rival Season 2 for you, yeah? Like which one? Cinderella Grey or was the movie? Because I could say like for Cinderella Grey at least, just the first episode is like I see the movie. Yeah, yeah, even for just like the episode, the Cinderella Grey episode, it's working its way there. I feel like the first episode of Cinderella Grey is one of like comparably to the compared to the highs of season 2, I think. It's already up there. And then yeah, just gotta pick up the movie. It is the strongest first episode, I think. I think so too. But yeah, it's just like it's only getting better from just the first episode, from what I at least know from people who are into Cinderella Grey. We will be there when Super Creek shows up. I've not hopped on Cinderella Grey though. Big fan of Cinderella Grey. I think it's gonna take a lot to outdo Twin Turbo running it down and inspire. Yeah, that's just like the pinnacle of Uma Musume, like overall though. But we'll see. That scene of Twin Turbo is the defining like trait of Uma Musume. What defines Uma Musume? Just like all-timer. Twin Turbo, my hero. We will be there. Anyways, now that we're on the weekend, we're getting that new episode soon. Feels like the movie has a pretty close moment. I see. Yeah, I really gotta see it. Gotta see Manhattan Cafe and Dance to Flame. Wait, it's Dance to Flame playable on Uma Musume? I don't think she's playable yet. Oh, Dance of Flames' birthday is next week. Alright, anyways.
You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali.
Huh?
I have no reason to refuse you, do I?
Uma Global found their YouTube password and have been uploading again. If Global drops you, and I'll be there. I probably won't be there though, unfortunately. I'm not a fan of not a fan of the game. Though it's pretty fun when you just like want to get the story out. But not typically a fan of the format of the game. And I'm coming from like I still have a lot of Idolmaster shiny colors like Fatigue. I played the fuck out of that. Yeah, not generally a fan of like games with training mechanics. But yeah, no, it's fun if you just wanna get the story out. And I'm saying that as somebody with like the maxed out, what was it? The maxed out support card Kita. I kind of went hog wild on the game too, but it just takes so much time to play. And I'm saying that as somebody who plays a fuck ton of gachas. Uma Musume is just like different. In a different kind of league. In terms of like maintenance. But yeah, if you just want to get the story out, it's built for the sickos, like actually. Not even gonna lie. Not gonna sugarcoat it. It's actually like the training games are just like built for the sickos. I don't know how I managed to do it with like shiny colors for so long. But yeah. But no, it's pretty fun if you just want to get like the story out for the training story out. That's what I did at least. Just did the story and then never again for everyone. At least the completion, because sometimes I just fuck up my training. Anyways, yeah, maybe I'll hop on to. Just get my favorite girls. Yeah, no, the story events can be pretty funny too. The first couple ones, if I recall, were pretty funny. Haven't hopped on in a while though. Had to raw dog that shit too, so that took dedication. That's probably why I also got fatigued really fast by Uma Musume. There was no... I know that they have like the English patches out now for hard work of the community, but I had to raw dog it when it was still fresh, so that probably contributed a lot into the fatigue. Have to support the global release. You funded all these figures. Part of what stopped you from playing JP. I raw dog that shit. Never again. I mean, maybe. Not built for spreadsheeting, I just read. But yeah, there was also like the spreadsheets, and there was also the patches that dropped, but it was like it took a while before we got there. But yeah, it's a lot of effort from the community, which is very impressive. Extremely dedicated community. Unfortunately, not built for that kind of dedication. I need to be playing other games.
You may not, but kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akuma.
Ho? It's gonna be fine on, we know it.
She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
Very true.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan.
With the way that he laughed just now, I'd say so. As if one gacha game Andy, I will thrive.
Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always...
Oh, he meant she meant an
Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the world-bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person. Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey. A bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the holy mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
It's pretty funny that Circes is kind of a brat around Anaxa. She was also kind of being a brat with Castoris back then.
Go on ahead. Take this Yanis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
Is this a dungeon? It might be a dungeon.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that your theory will be validated at the end of this journey. I believe Kefali will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to Kefali than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
I hope things go as you say, then.
Putting a child of justice into a farcical world is bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world which is on the brink of destruction.
Lygus kinda cool. The goat. Lygus the goat.
Oh.
Honestly, this is my first time going up to Dawn Cloud's peak.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us Titans?
Well, I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city. All they have are magnificent facades. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
I must be getting ahead of myself to be expecting to hear something nice from you.
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get used to how I feel about things. Alright, we're just a short hike away from Kefali. No time to waste here.
What?
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
She hit him with that. Start hitting the gym.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now? I know how far I can go, so just hold your tongue and come along.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
Wait. Who is that? Cersei's?
Two Cersei's? How?
Look at that.
Huh? What should I be looking at?
Am I hallucinating? Or do we even get to see souls when we're close to dying?
Ah, fuck me. I just remembered, like, back in Uma Musume, you had to do, like, a run. Oh, but you could also just, you had to do, like, a run for you to be able, like, to complete the dailies, but you could always throw the run, like, immediately.
Oh, why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Nias? Is that Nikador?
Nias. I know I've heard this name somewhere.
That's Oomph.
Huh. It's unfortunate.
It's Oomph.
The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be?
They're friends? That's cute.
Even a creation of Georios, from their prized ores and molten fire, couldn't escape the fate of destruction?
Hey, Cersei's. Do you know a certain Nias?
Nias? No, not that I remember. How did you even think up such a strange name?
Wait a fucking minute. Is Cersei's, like, fragmented? Oh, yeah, she did mention earlier that she doesn't, like, completely remember everything about her. She's probably fragmented then. She's not a complete core flame?
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was just chatting with you here.
No, I have no such memory. Could you be hallucinating?
Ruh-roh.
This is a departed spirit?
I think the issue might not be with the Naxa, more to Cersei's. Whoa, we're seeing dead people. Never mind, the Naxa is chirping.
Enough about me. Did Kaos ever reply to you?
Well, regrettably.
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
Huh? Huh? Wait a minute.
Kaos. Demigod. I've never heard of this person. Which Titan's authority did he inherit?
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come all this way, I doubt he'd snub his old friends, would he?
Let's just hope we mean as much as the world to him.
Hey! Are you seeing that same hallucination again?
Yes. It's still you and Nias, but you're now talking about a certain Kaos. I'm guessing he's one of your companions?
Kaos? This name sounds just as strange to me.
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. If things are as I thought, then they aren't hallucinations, but the souls of people.
What?
Oh!
If those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured up in my dying moments. Let's just keep going. As long as I take in more sights and hear more stories.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I might not be able to save you.
What? So... even just the previous batch of Titans were formerly humans turned demigods turned fully Titans? And these are just fragments of their souls that they left behind.
Fine. If this is indeed as I thought, then this will be very amusing.
What's happening here? This is a pilgrimage platform dedicated to devout believers, but you, Anaxagoras, never kneel to false gods. He's so edgy.
So, we meet again. I'm sure you wouldn't mind a snooping ear.
Can you keep going?
Of course. I'm just...
Why is she getting winded? She's floating.
If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come along with you.
She's floating.
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphorius does have a next life, You may want to get your body in shape.
What the fuck? Wait, that's hilarious. That's what Cersei said to Anaxa just now.
Keep your sarcasm to yourself.
I'm not getting anything of value from them.
I would sooner throw myself off this cliff and hit rock than exercise even a little.
Cersei's is hilarious. I love Cersei's. She hates PE. The nerd who hates PE.
I am Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all. Training would make me no different from those Helcalithist barbarians.
Calypso. She's one of the Seven Sages. A member of the Grove? No, she can't be. I would know her name if she really were one of the Seven Sages.
Unless this is like... what?
Hey, Cersei's. Does the name Calypso ring a bell?
Oh, she's gone.
Cersei's?
What the hell?
Gone. Doesn't matter. I can do this myself. Looks like I'm nearly there now. The land of the dead.
He said they, but then the dialogue here, the written dialogue said she.
Oh, beautiful.
The they, she, Cersei's.
Where are you now? Oh, legendary Era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that's left of that warmth is a hazy mirage.
Why are you chanting that too?
Hello. I come.
We're here. Finally. So, I don't get to ask the Titan my question, but all of you make for a pleasant surprise, nonetheless. Very well then. Let me uncover the truth for myself. Did I still fail to make it in time?
What does it mean?
So, I'm back here again. This is...
He just sometimes just like passes out, I guess.
I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides, behind the closed doors of the void world. A voice ready to tell me something. This time, the voice is a lot clearer than before.
What time is it? Uh-oh, I'm past time.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Huh?
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
Is that not Castorus?
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time now.
What, is this like a past cycle? Past loop?
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst-case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area. And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily, much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that so?
Yes. I have faith in him.
I did mention the other day that I don't have it in me to like play visual novels, but I am with Honkai Star Rail. I mean, like, I don't have it in me to play visual novels that are not voiced. If I had to read out a visual novel, it'll be tough. I like having like the English visual not the visual clarity, the vocal clarity.
That reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Having an English dub saves your voice so much.
Oh,
Polixia?
my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Is that not casters? That's casters.
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else. Yet you are born only to take over Thanatos' divinity.
Oh. Stares at Utawaru no. Yeah, you're kind of... That is such a massive undertaking. Especially something as beefy as that. Hey, if you're going that route, hop on AI Somnium Files.
Everything that I see and hear
Planning on it actually? Oh shit.
has left me shaken to the core.
I will be there.
What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the ultimate answer to Cersei's question.
Purely blind, but I just know it speak. Yeah. It's great. It's a fun time.
The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified.
Get inflicted by Kaname Date.
Next, I
Debuff.
only need to seek verification from Kefali. By doing so, I can answer Cersei's question and reclaim my body.
The knowing Kaname Date debuff. Permanent.
But no, I will not do that. That isn't important. Because another one of my conjectures, one that I have always dreamed of proving, has been proved right this very instant.
Oh, he's just about to drop something massive here.
Fusing a mortal soul with that of a titan to replace said titan is not a ludicrous idea after all.
Back to Dan Heng. Okay, perfect. Well, I mean, this is the first time we're getting a Dan Heng POV, but it switched POVs. Ah, he's hanging up with Hyacinth.
What are you thinking about?
It's really funny that, like, Hyacinth's, like, voice actor was revealed. She's the same voice actor as Rochia from Wuthering Waves. I haven't done her companion story yet, unfortunately. One day. No, Dan Heng's not voiced. Visual novel gaming. Dan Heng says, just amazed at how this towering tree is Cersei's divine body. It's a majestic sight.
Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though. Plus, you seem to be strangely familiar with the city around the great tree.
I can really hear it now. That's Rochia. Dan Heng says, merely something from the past that I won't go into.
Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Cersei's. Their leaves and branches reflected the sparkling stars. And their trunk was like a pillar that supported the sky and ground.
Yeah, she has such a pleasant voice.
I stood at this very spot back then, imagining the day when I could climb to the top of this tree. Because I would be the closest I can be to the sky at that spot.
Dan Heng says, you're a sky priest, yet you study at a place that is home to the brazen Titan. That's rather counterintuitive.
Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm? They're a strict and draconian god. Nothing like Circe's. Reason is willing to share what is theirs with others, but Sky only expects people to revere them. You get what I'm saying, right, Danny?
Danny?
After all, the Titan that imprisoned you and Grey here in Amphorius is none other than Aquila themselves.
Dan Heng says, yes, I didn't count on provoking the ire of a local god.
But there will always be people who dream of soaring towards the sky. The Grove has a wealth of research on Aquila, and that is exactly what we are here for. It's just... I never thought Grey would meet with something like that before we set off. As a physician, I should have been there by his side.
Dan Heng says, bad luck tends to come in streaks, so don't beat yourself up over it. Besides, Aglaya needs you here to uncover the truth behind what happened to the Grove. Let's just make the most out of this trip and keep a lookout for any documents related to the Death Titan. They could be useful to Stell.
Yeah, there's no rest for the weary, huh? In any case, what we're looking for could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground. Danny, with your skills, I'm sure those monsters born of the Black Tide will pose no threat to you anyway.
Dan Heng says, what about you? Will you be alright on your own?
Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician of the Twilight Courtyard? Have more faith in me. I'll be just fine.
She's the chief attending. She got tenure. Dan Heng says, the silence in here is near deafening. With the vast amount of knowledge it holds, this academy is akin to a labyrinth of information. Even the cleverest of scholars would easily lose their way in here. I should gather my thoughts before heading in. I love the ribbons on her shoe. That's cute. How to leave Amphorius. Dan Heng says, in the myths, Aquila, the Titan who reigns over the domain of the skies, is a colossal bird that overlooks the world beneath them with 100 eyes. As long as they continue to soar above the clouds, the people of Amphorius will remain trapped on the ground. Hyacinth's forebears were priests who worshipped Aquila. Nobody is more familiar with the taboos of the Sky Titan than her. Seeing how Aglaya sent her here as a guide, it's possible that she plans to have Hyacinth take on a trial in the future. You've seen the leaks. We fight Aquila. Probably in the next couple patches. Next patch, probably. Amphorius' Titan mythology. We're just gathering Dan Heng's thoughts right now. In Amphorius, Titans are a common topic of discussion. People create myths that in turn conceive Titans. It's a tricky task to keep an objective view among the people of Amphorius. Is there a way to step out of the situation and look at it from a different perspective? Titans and Eons. Dan Heng says, Titans and Eons are two distinct classes of beings. Titans can communicate with us humans, and it is not impossible for us to overpower them. Upon their demise, we can even take over their divinity. He's just giving us like a TLDR so far. In this regard, Titans can be said to be a lot more similar to humans than Eons are. The Chrysos heirs and demigods. Topic. Chrysos heirs are humans who possess heroic qualities, with most of them demonstrating extraordinary combat prowess and strength. Upon clearing a core flame trial, a Chrysos heir can even ascend to a demigod and inherit, not Titans, divinity. Wait, something about that feels off. Is this a selection process of some sort? Oh! Is that what Aglaya is hoping for Dan Heng? To see if he's also like an eligible Chrysos heir. Anyway, next topic is the Flame Chase journey and the prophecy. Dan Heng says, guided by the prophecy, the heroes are on a quest to reclaim core flames and usher in the Era Nova. Their efforts have been gratifying results to date. I've seen gratifying results to date. As I expected, the prophecy is the hardest to make sense of, but with barely any information to go on, no matter how much I ruminate on it, it won't yield any results. I should leave this for another time. Oh man, is he getting another fucking alt? Dan Heng is the favorite child for Star Rail? He's gonna get like 3 alts? That's crazy. 2 alts. And then his 4-star form. Alright, think of something else. Stell's plight. Topic. Dan Heng says, nobody could have ever imagined that Stell's life would be forfeited the moment we landed on Amphorius. I should have done more to keep her safe, but it's not too late. We still have a fighting chance. The unique rules that govern life and death on Amphorius might just work in our favor and save her. The Grove is a variable library of knowledge. Maybe they'll have records on a similar case. Please let there be one. I love how concerned Dan Heng is over Stell. That's the boyfriend. Enough musing for now, it's time to move. Also time for me to sleep. Dan Heng says the clock is ticking, I should search for clues as I move. Okay. Dan Heng says the night sky feels unusual. Now that I've gotten used to the eternal light of Akama. Oh yeah, that's true. I've only just noticed that. Anyways, that'll be it for me for tonight. I will continue over the weekends. Whoa, 4 rolls? One sec. 4 rolls for free? Blah, this game sucks. Blah. Nothing. Oh shit, that's Cancerella. Wait, was there codes out today? One sec. I think there might have been. Oh, no, there aren't. Anyways, that'll be it for me for tonight. Wish there was a faster way to claim all of these. Wait, what was that? Oh, chat. Oh, achievements. Wait, maybe one more roll. That should be enough to give me one more roll. For fun, for shits and giggles. Two rolls. This is just greed, you know? Already have casters. Alright, GG's For all the friends who dropped by, thank you very much. Hope you all have a great evening. Happy Saturday. Weekend's almost upon, the weekend is almost here. Just gotta get through this work day. And GG's. See you later. I'll play a little bit more like Path of Exile to lull me to sleep. Settle in. GG's. Catch you later. Cute. Peace, peace.